Another massive partnership for Cardano, as it was announced that the Brave browser will be adding Cardano support. Take a look at this post here on X from the official Brave handle. Big news, Brave is adding Cardano support. Brave and Input and IOG are teaming up to integrate Cardano's blockchain into our browser's multi-chain wallet. When integration is live, Brave Wallet users will be able to directly access Cardano to manage native assets like Knight, engage in governance, and seamlessly swap tokens. This update expands Brave's multi-chain capabilities beyond its existing support for networks like Ethereum and Solana. We're excited to make Web3 more accessible and secure for Brave and Cardano users. So shout out, this is pretty big. How big? Let's talk about it. Last year, Brave accounted for more than 50 million monthly active users, 15.5 million being daily active users. And again, let's not forget the wallet extension that's part of the Brave browser, along with Ethereum and Solana, now will have functionality for Cardano and Cardano native assets. This is pretty big news. And then this was the post that Charles Hoskinson put up. The Brave announcement is the first in a series that will come out throughout the summer and fall that I term the Fixing Broken Windows deals that originated from Midnight negotiations. It was long overdue. They originally could have been engaged in 2022. A certain entity dropped the ball. We got ignored. There are several dozen deals like this for ADA and Cardano native assets. Midnight has picked up the baton and started finishing them. Many more to come. As you guys know, we're big Cardano supporters here on this channel, so we're excited to see some of the other partnership and news that Charles is referring to. And I wonder who it could be referring to as far as the certain entity that dropped the ball, but that's in the past and moving forward. We're all excited about Midnight, and it seems like Midnight is delivering at least on the partnership front. I'm also going to talk a little bit about the Cardano price action and chart today. And of course, we'll dig into a little bit of Midnight as well. Before we dig into the price action and the chart, let's take a peek here at what Charles Hoskinson's vision is for stable coins. Charles Hoskinson says Cardano aims to launch private stablecoin onto the blockchain. This is a post from Cryptopolitan.com. Hoskinson recently made headlines saying that major tech companies, including Amazon, Apple, Google, Microsoft, Meta, NVIDIA, and Tesla, pretty much the Mag 7, are increasingly interested in digital assets. He revealed that these giants are exploring integrating crypto wallets and stable coins into their platforms, which he envisions could connect 3 billion users. That's billion with a B. Hoskinson said his team wants Cardano to be the first blockchain with a private stablecoin. He said, quote, maybe people don't want to have a stablecoin where every time they buy something, it's forever tracked by everyone everywhere. I think that's when one of the biggest sticking points to stablecoins is it takes away some level of privacy for people. And so this could be massive, especially if Cardano could be, again, like Charles said, the first blockchain to integrate a privacy stablecoin on top of potentially, could we get a USDT or USDC natively on Cardano? I think that'll really boost DeFi and that entire ecosystem. And then I do want to talk about Midnight a little bit. We're starting to see some hype build around Midnight and the Glacier drop and how many wallets are going to get an airdrop. I think it's over 130 million wallets. Please, if I'm wrong, correct me in the comment section. But this is posted by the newly formed Midnight Foundation. The Midnight Foundation is live, supporting the builders, researchers, and communities shaping the future of Midnight. Now, Midnight is something along with the Bitcoin DeFi narrative that could really push Cardano into the upper echelon of layer ones. Not to say it isn't already there, but I mean in terms of market cap value, the level of where Solana, BNB, and potentially where XRP are. And I think we can do that if Midnight's a success, and of course, if the Bitcoin DeFi strategy, and we'll see what Charles shows at the Bitcoin conference here in Las Vegas. And if you are planning on coming around the fence and you haven't bought your ticket yet, prices do go up every single Friday. There's a link in our description if you want to support the channel and buy your ticket to come visit us in Las Vegas for the conference and see the demo that Charles has been talking about for the last 2 to 3 months. Everyone is going after Bitcoin DeFi. And I think the first to market that has a usable product that's secure, safe, and easy is going to take a lion's share of the market share. And I think that is going to take that project, whatever it is, whether it's Cardano or someone else, to the next level. We're hoping and we're thinking it's going to be Cardano, but of course, time will tell. Now let's dig into the Cardano chart. Let's talk about a little bit about price action. So this is ADA on the daily. So we're coming into a rising channel, which does typically break to the downside. But again, this is all based on probabilities. And while the probabilities didn't play out this time, and that's a good thing if you're a Cardano holder, as you can see, we actually got a breakout to the upside. And now we've retested this trend line multiple times as support. If we throw on our Ichimoku cloud, you can see here on the daily, at least, the weekly looks good. The weekly, we're above, we're green, trend is up and to the right. But on the daily, we are still not technically in an uptrend as we have failed to clear the upper bound of our cloud. We do need to see that broken and a retest similar to what we saw with this channel here, where we broke above, got a retest, and we're starting to consolidate. So that is what we're looking at for ADA. The other thing I wanted to note is Cardano's 200-day moving average. And we are at essentially an inflection point. We're playing tug of war here. And you can see the confluence with our upper band and the upper end of our cloud. And that seems to be the area. And I'll drop a flag so you can see exactly what that price is, 83.41 cents. If we can clear that for ADA, really the next big level of resistance we're looking at, my friends, and we'll just call this we'll round this up, 98 cents, we'll call it $1. We can clear 83.41 cents. We're going straight to $1. And then we start talking about $1.16 and then cycle highs, which currently sit at $1.32. Now, the question a lot of people have been asking is, can Cardano even get to its previous all-time high of $3? And unless you don't believe in what the team has been doing or building, or you're not excited about everything that's coming on Cardano, then sure, you can have that thought of, hey, maybe this thing is not going to break an all-time high. But if you know better and you've done your research and you watched our videos, you know that's more than likely not going to happen. In fact, Cardano probably will 2.5 to 3x its previous all-time highs. At least that's what we think here at this channel. If you enjoy the Cardano content, we have an entire Cardano playlist. Also, come check out our live show Monday through Friday at 10:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Until the next one, peace.